Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I'm going to be doing another instalment in my colouring book collection. I am struggling to fit these all in frame, just about squeeze them on my desk here. But today I'm doing all of my Japanese and Korean colouring books. And as I was preparing for this, I realised how few of these books I've actually coloured, which is such a shame. They are all such beautiful books, and they're not cheap when you factor in the shipping it costs to get them shipped to the UK. The way I find and order all of these books is if they're Japanese, I get them from Amazon Japan, and if they're Korean, I get them from Aladdin, which is a Korean book website, and I try to get at least 3 or 4 books to justify the shipping more. Often it will only increase by £1 or so with each book you add, but when you're paying £20 or £30 for shipping, you want to have a few books to justify the price. I do believe most of these you'll be able to find on Etsy. I just don't find that a very cheap way of buying them. I think it's more expensive over on Etsy, as you're just getting the one book and they hike up the price because of it. But anyway, I will move all these to the side and we'll get straight into it. Okay, first up I have 2 colouring books by Miki Teai. I'm going to start with the Japanese books that I have. This is by Miki Teai, Colours Make You Happy Volume 2. This translates to something, but I find that confusing. I write them down in my journal, Colours Make You Happy, and then I check the dates of when they were released to see which volume they are. Miki Teai has done quite a few colouring books, and they all start off in the same way. It is this square size format, which is slightly smaller than a Johanna Basford, Kirby, that sort of book, but we've got some tutorials at the start, and then we get straight into the pages, and this one's all princess fairy tale themed. So we got Sleeping Beauty here, Cinderella, Rapunzel, that one's absolutely stunning. Not sure what this would be, but it's a more wallpapery kind of page. Got Snow White and the Evil Queen there. It's a very glamorous looking Evil Queen. Not sure what that's meant to be. Looks like some sort of Japanese fairy tale perhaps. Got Little Mermaid. And some underwater scenes. Another mermaid here. It's a beautiful page to colour. Looks like Thumbelina. It's a really cute one with these Easter-like bunnies. We've got some, is that Valkyrie? Something like that. Some Pegasus with all these rainbows and bubbles. Be fun to use lots of bright colours on that page. I think this could be Snow White and Rose Red with the bear, but there's only one of them, so not sure. Alice in Wonderland there. Red Riding Hood. Quite like this one with the portraits of all the different animals here. That's really cute. Got the little matchstick girl, Wizard of Oz. It's got some absolutely beautiful illustrations in this, and I just haven't found the time to colour in it, which is such a shame, and that's going to be a common theme in this video. A lot of these books are untouched. It's going to be a big goal of mine next year to colour in all of these. And then the last section in this book are horoscope or zodiac themed. So we've got this one here with each of the 12 zodiac signs, and then it goes through and has a girl representing each of the zodiacs. I think this is just a general one at the start, because it usually has the star sign with it. Yeah, they're single pages. So this is Aries. We've got Taurus. We have Gemini and Cancer. Leo and Virgo, Libra and Scorpio. It's absolutely gorgeous images, aren't they? Sagittarius and Aries. No, Capricorn. And then Aquarius, that is my star sign. I'm a February baby. And Pisces. And then we finish off the end with a few note cards that you can colour. I love this little design of the rabbit there. That's really cute. But that is the first Miki Teai book I have, Colours Make You Happy Volume 2. Next I have Colours Make You Happy Volume 3. It's one with the yellow cover. And this one doesn't have so much of a theme compared to the first one, but has some really beautiful designs here. I love this one with the apple tree. That design's really fun. I love all the little animals that they draw. They're just super cute. It's really fun and magical designs. We go into some more religious ones, which I don't think I will ever colour. But look at these bears, how adorable. And some really nice ones for the different seasons as well. This is interesting, all different keys. In fact, they're all for the different zodiac signs. They've got the zodiac symbols on them. But these you could do with a glitter gel pen or metallic gel pen. Look really bright and bold. Love this enchanted rose, like Beauty and the Beast. Some flower fairies. I love these pigs, I think they're so cute. We've got some Easter eggs. Of course, I love this double page spread with all the bees and the honeycomb. This would look great with some gold metallic watercolour for some of these honeycomb pieces. I was very close to colouring these owls last year, and I just didn't. Oh, we got Gingerbread House. The last section in this book goes through all of the different Chinese zodiac animals, which I think is really cute. We got the mouse or rat. I personally hate rats, they terrify me. So I'm glad they've changed it to a little mouse here, so much cuter. Got the ox. We have the tiger and rabbit, and this page is so close to being done. I'm tempted to leave this book out at the end of the video and just finish it up, because this book was randomised for me in my November randomiser, and I just haven't got around to colouring in it yet. But all I've got to do are these few flowers, the flower crown, a few in the background here, and it'll be done. I was using Prismacolors for that, and I used a Tombow Dual Brush pen for the background, which did a weird thing. You can see around the outside it's a slightly darker shade. It's almost like there's a coating on the outside, and it's bled through a very tiny bit. Not enough to make me too worried about it, but that's just something to be of note. We've got dragon and snake, horse and sheep, monkey and cockerel, dog and boar or pig. Really, really cute designs there. But that is Colours Make You Happy Volume 3 by Miki Teai. Then I've got Apil's Forest Girls colouring book, and this is my very first Apil colouring book. Sorry, the dust jacket, it's a bit skew-iff, there we go. It's my very first Apil book, and I thought I'd get one to try, and until I colour in this one I will not be purchasing any more, because that's going to be my new rule. I buy one book to test the artist. If I colour a page in it, then I can get myself a new one. But each of them have got names here, and the original artwork that has been painted absolutely beautifully by Apil, and the line work on the right to replicate if you wish, or use as inspiration. It's nice how in this book the coloured images aren't the full page. I feel like it gives you more freedom to change the colours without it being too sort of like noticeable in a way. We do have Lexi scurrying around in the background here. But just look at these pages. They are absolutely gorgeous. I think it would look amazing with watercolour, like to recreate some of these beautiful backgrounds. Not sure how I would do that with pencil. Maybe I could do it with Inktense, but that would take too long than I care to spend on a page. I really enjoy the variety of images here and the variety of different colour palettes that Apil has used. It creates a really interesting colouring book. And this has so many images in it. I love this one with the bookcase, and I love this purple, green, white, brown colour scheme they've got going on here. Maybe that will be my first page. Yeah, as I use a randomizer now, I'm looking to change it slightly in the new year to bring a more focus to untouched books. I've been given some ideas on how to adapt it, which I really think are some great suggestions, and I've had some ideas myself. But I'd really like to focus on untouched books next year. December, I'm focusing on Christmassy pages, and then for January and onwards in 2025, I'm going to be looking at the randomizer video and trying to reduce my buddy colours, because I think I do have the tendency to overcommit, and I just don't have the time to do everything. Oh, there's another Christmassy page. I didn't see this one when I was flicking through before, but she's decorating a gingerbread house. But here we go, last couple of pages here. See, ones like this I could even leave without a background. I think those look fine without a background. There we go. But there are a couple others. I think there's 3 others by Apil out. But this is the Forest Girls colouring book by Apil. So beautiful. And just lovely to have to flip through in my collection, even if I haven't coloured in it yet. Then I have Domin's World Fairy Tales book. And this is quite a unique art style. You can see they use this very bold, bright colour scheme. I've gone through and translated each of these fairy tales so I know what they are, as I just found that interesting. I like how we have this sort of colour palette breakdown for this Snow White page. Makes it really interesting. But the line art is quite dark and shaded with grayscale. Does make it an interesting challenge, but I think when you get to colouring, it will make the shading pretty easy for you, and it will come together quite quickly. You can even base them with markers. I wouldn't want to use alcohol markers because of the coloured images on the left hand side of the page, but I could use water-based markers. This is quite nice thick paper. The Japanese and Korean books tend to all have lovely paper. I would have to do something with her eyes because I find them creepy. This one's gorgeous. And yeah, I've picked this book out several times actually to colour since owning it, and I just haven't got round to it. It's just one of those things that I just need to sit down one day and go, right, I'm colouring this, and I'm doing it now. Look how bright and colourful that one is. A nice wintry one, the Snow Queen. I love this one with the ugly duckling. I think it might be my favourite in the whole book. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, there we go, last page. Very different take on the colour palette for Alice in Wonderland. Lovely. So that is Domin's World of Fairy Tales book, illustrated by Domin. Then I have Nelka and Echo's Story of Precious Cats. This one is a more recent addition to my collection, which is why I haven't coloured in it yet. I love how it's got this character page at the start. I will be recording down my colour combos for each of the cats as and when I get to them. But this is a book that's divided into the seasons, which is just my favourite. I love colouring seasonally. And these have just the most beautiful little scenes here with all these cats. Loads of colouring time here. And some really interesting designs. I think this page would be a lot of fun to colour. It would take me a couple of months though, I think. I like all the Alice in Wonderland pages in here as well. I think it'd be great to have an entire cat-themed Alice in Wonderland book. After flipping through this, it'd be great if Nelka and Echo could do that one day, where it's all these cats going through the story of Alice in Wonderland, where everyone is a cat. I just think that would be so cute. This one of them in the bathtub outside with all the ice cream around their face. I was going to do this as a colour along and I just ran out of time in October, but I love that page. It looks really fun to colour. This may be the Halloween page I do for next year, as I did a double page spread from Symphony of Cute Animals by Kaneko Agusa this year. Really enjoyed colouring that. Love this Eat Me one. But I was really annoyed after I did my Christmas colouring pages video. I realised I forgot this book. And there are quite a few really cute Christmas pages in here, like this double page spread, the Christmas tree and them all loading the presents. Got this kind of wallpaper design with various different Christmassy objects, decorating the tree. Imagine these baubles with lots of glitter. Oh, that would be beautiful. And we have this gingerbread village scene. Just absolutely beautiful. And then each of them have a little description in the back with the thumbnails, which I think is nice. You can translate them and get a bit more information. But that is Nelka and Echo's Story of Precious Cats. And the final Japanese book I have to show you is the Secret Invitation book by Natsuki. This does translate to something quite complicated, but I tend to call it the Secret Invitation book. But this one goes through a variety of different stories, and these are stories without words. These are all picture stories, and it has this very whimsical children's storybook kind of feel to it, with these bolder lines. I think it'd be great to use bright, bold, summery colours in this book, and I'd really love to go through it in order, actually. Going through each of the stories, following these characters around. But they're all getting ready for this party. This is the third story. To crack the spine here. Love this one with all the berries though. Oh, beautiful page. We have all these little chipmunks around, making lemonade, preparing flowers. And they're taking it to the party with their invitation. Story 4, we have this sad looking, I think it's a fox. He's got a bushy tail. Hiding in the rain. A little dog finds them on the way and takes them with him. And then they arrive at the party as well. They've got the invitations. Story 5. You've got, there's a meerkat. Meerkats are my favourite animal, if you didn't know. They so rarely appear in colouring books, so it's always fun to spot a meerkat in a colouring book. Never spotted him before. I think I'm so concentrated on this page and the little artist cat, which is really cute. But we have these elephants hanging up the washing, playing in the water. And then they see a beaver sailing past. And they join him on his boat. I'm assuming they arrive at the party. Yes, story 6. We have them at this flower shop in the town, getting some outfits ready. Story 7. A lot going on this page. It's wrapping up a cake, making a cake, transporting a cake, I think. Yeah, they're transporting all the food to the party. Getting ready all the dresses. This reminds me of the mice in Cinderella. And you can see they're painting the signs here. Got animal party. And here it is, story 8, the party. You can see all the things that they've made along the way, like the cake, the lemonade, all the balloons. Just wouldn't this be amazing to have it all coloured in and to gift it to a child one day and they kind of make up their own story as they're flipping through. And they're all dancing at the end. So many fun characters. You have little thumbnails at the end. That is Secret Invitation by Natsuki. Super adorable book. Then I have 4 books by this same artist, Jeon Seon-jin, and they go through each of the seasons. So I will start with the spring one. This is Spring Sunshine colouring book, and it goes through different flowers that are associated with that season. So you've got different sections here: flowers that announce spring, flowers to enjoy spring, and flowers waiting for summer. So it has some really nice transitional between the seasons pages, and each page focuses on a different flower. I just think these images are so bright and bold and beautiful, and I can tell you, because I have coloured one page in one of these books, that they are a lot of fun to do. And I think it might be nice to try and colour a few from each book in the season that it is. So I've coloured one in the autumn one, and I have started another one. And then I'll move to the winter and the spring. Look at this one with the picnic blanket. Here's the cover image. I just think they use colour really well in these and give you colour palettes that you may not have thought of. I think this bike looks like a lot of fun to colour. And it's quite a flat style of colouring here, but I like to add a bit of shading to mine. I try and copy it to an extent, but add my own flair to it. Love this one of the field of poppies, absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at all these little chicks, so cute. And the bunnies. So that is the Spring Sunshine colouring book. Then this one is the Midsummer Relaxation book. And again, they're all themed to different flowers. And they tend to have a lot of cats in these pages, which I absolutely love. They also have a bunch of different animals. That whale page is really fun. Love the pink background. I haven't really flipped through this one all too much. I've looked at the spring and the autumn one a lot. I love this page. That's beautiful with all the cats and the rabbits. Oh wow. I love this one too with the hedgehogs. Yeah, hoping to give these books a lot more love next year, as I really enjoyed colouring the page that I've done. And I'm feeling inspired flipping through these. Look at all these fuzzy little bees. Super cute. Just their style of drawing is adorable. And I'm glad there's one for each of the 4 seasons. Makes for a really satisfying collection. Love this one, which is the cover image. Colouring sunflowers is always fun for me. So many just beautiful, bright, bold colours. Makes for some really fun colouring time. I think that's the last one. Yeah, So that is the Midsommar relaxation book. And this is the Cat's Autumn Picnic book. This is the one I have coloured in, because there's no washi tape on it. And here is the page I have coloured. I based this with Crayola Super Tips and Tombow Dual brush pens, and shaded over the top with Polychromos and Prismacolors, depending on which ones match the best. But I tried to match it as best as I could. There are a few subtle changes, but I think I did a pretty okay job at recreating it. It was a lot of fun. But even though this is an autumn book, a lot of these are quite sort of spring summery looking, to me at least. There are some nice autumnal pages as we get through. I mean, what is this first section called? Flowers that can be seen starting in summer, and then part 2 is flowers blooming under the hot sun, and then the third section is flowers you see as fall approaches. So the first 2 sections are more summery, actually. Look at this one, it's like an animal fun fair. Here we go, we're getting more autumnal here now. This is the page I've started. I've used the same, based with Crayola Super Tips, and I think 1 Tombow Dual brush pen, just to get the colour I needed. But it's really relaxing colouring leaves and just picking a few colours, and they're not exact matches. I've made them slightly more olivey green, but I think that works for the autumn vibes. Oh no, it's kind of bled through a bit here. Some of the pens. You can see the shadow underneath. Luckily it isn't too noticeable, but that is something to be aware of. This is my probably favourite page in this book. I love all the autumn colours with the leaves. Even got a Halloween page. Yeah, this one's full of little kitties, which are super adorable. There's the cover image. And that is the Cat's Autumn Picnic colouring book. And the last one is the Midwinter Sunshine colouring book. So this might be getting pulled out this upcoming season, or hopefully I will be pulling it out. That's what the sections of this called. Flowers that send off autumn and welcome winter. Part 2, flowers that add warm colours to winter. Flowers to enjoy the romance of midwinter, and flower that tells the news of a warm spring day. So start off autumn wintry, get into winter, and then come into spring at the end. So it's nice that they have like an overlap of different seasons. So if you only have a couple of these books, you can get a nice variety. I think out of all of them, this is probably my least favourite. That's just my personal preference. I think colouring in wintertime is probably my least favourite season to colour. Look at that, they're toasting rainbow marshmallows. How cute. This one's got some more. It's got this human character in it, which is different and interesting. I really love this one. Super fun. Look at the penguins. And look at that background, super pretty colours in the background there. I do believe there is another book in this series that's themed to pandas, which I do have my eye on, but I'm quite happy with all the Korean colouring books I have at the moment, and it is very expensive to order them in with the shipping. So I'm not sure if I'll be ordering any for a while until I've coloured some more pages in all of these. That is the Midwinter Sunshine colouring book, and all of those 4 were by Jeon Seon Jin. Okay, next I've got something a little different. This is Rowan's Cat and Girl colouring book. I say it's a little different. We've still got the normal thumbnails at the start. some guides on how to colour. But what I love about this one is how bright and colourful it is. This first section goes through different girls with their cats, and I think these are great little warm-ups. Allows you to use some different colours for outfits that you may not have thought of. Practice hair and skin. Love this one, that's a little Lexi that. But it's when we get into the full page illustrations that this book is absolutely stunning. I don't mind these girls and I think they will be fun to colour, but the full page illustrations are where it's at. Might be fun to even do different colour palettes, not copy, just so you have some variety. I really like these, where there's a similar colour palette connecting all 6 girls. So that one was greens and yellows, this one's oranges and yellows, purples and pinks. And then chapter 2, we have, just look at these. Look how bright and colourful they are. I find them so inspiring to look at. And just the thought of putting that many colours on the page does intimidate me, as I do like to use limited colour palettes, but just look at how gorgeous it is. We've even got some wintry ones. I like how they've done their breath effect there. And some autumn themed ones. It'd be hard to pick a page to start on this, but I think I would probably start with one of the girls, just as a smaller image to get myself prepared for these bigger ones. Look at that one, the artist studio. I love this one of the ice cream shop, really cute. Yeah, I follow Rowan on Instagram and they are constantly putting out really gorgeous pieces that they have illustrated. I think they use watercolour a lot to paint these. Wow, that would take a while with all the crisps. But there we have it. That is Rowan's colouring book for Cat and Girl colouring book. Love this. Need to get some pages coloured in it. Then I have the 2 Desert Fox books. We have the Warm Four Seasons and Mysterious Journey book. We will start with the Warm Four Seasons, as I believe this was the first book by them. These are by the artist Sugumi, I think. I did really struggle to find the artist of this, but I do believe it's Sugumi. This one, as you might have guessed from the title, is split into the 4 seasons. So we have spring, and they have some, it's a more simplistic style of line work and of colouring, but they have some really beautiful and interesting scenes. I am planning on colouring in this for the Christmas season because there are some amazing Christmas pages in this book. Because I haven't coloured in any of these, need to kind of crack the spine open. That becomes easier over time. Then we move into summer. Look at the pink roof, how fun with all the peaches. A lot of these have very large backgrounds though, and those aren't my favourite to do just because it takes so long. But I like how their colouring style is quite, it's not streaky, but it's got purposeful lines in it, which I think when you're using pencils, you can use it to your advantage of replicating the image, and having these lines going through it helps sort of mimic it in a way. But they all follow this desert fox here, who is super cute, and its little cactus friend is often in the pages. We're in the autumn section now. Did have this book randomised recently, I think for this month actually, and I just didn't get a chance. Really love that page and the colours of it. Yes, I've been trying to prioritise buddy colours, and unfortunately that's meant my randomised books haven't got as much love. So that's why I'm not doing any more buddy colours for the rest of the year. I have a few planned already. There's the winter section, but I am not taking on any more. But I am more than happy to plan for January. Lots of snow in this. You'd get a good lot of practice of colouring snow in this book, that's for sure. But here, look at these Christmas ones. We've got the Christmas train, Christmas lunch, and even the desert fox dressed up as Santa in its sleigh. I just think they're so cute. There we go. So that is the first colouring book by Tsugumi, the Warm Four Seasons colouring book. Then I have the Mysterious Journey colouring book, also by Tsugumi. And this one is themed to different sections. Each section has a theme. So this translated, I believe, was desserts or sweets. So they're all dessert themed. Strawberry shortcake house, biscuit house that they're building with the beavers. Looks like they're making, oh, what is that called? That kind of honeycomb thing from Squid Games. I know it's not from Squid Games, but they used it in that. All sorts of donuts and lollipops and sweets there. Some little gumdrops, it looks like. Oh, it's a peach Melba going into a peachy kind of river. Love the creativity of these. This kind of reminds me of the Sugar Rush driving in Wreck-It Ralph. Look at that teapot, beautiful. But I think this one's my favourite of the two, just because the images are a little more detailed, and I prefer that. It's less wide open spaces to colour. That one looks like a lot of fun. Almost looks like a ride at Disney World. And then this one, I think, is travel themed. Yes, so we have New York, London, Las Vegas, Amsterdam, or just the Netherlands in general, not necessarily Amsterdam. This could be like Indonesia or somewhere like that. Hawaii or somewhere in the Polynesia, Greece, somewhere in the Middle East. Oh, where's this statue from? No idea. I'm not even going to try guessing because I will get it wrong. They're off to some sort of fantasy place here. We've got a Scandinavian looking country, nice Christmassy page there. Switzerland, all these beautiful mountains. India. They're in a hot air balloon ride. And in some European looking city here. Here we are in Japan, looking at a koi fish. And then this section is themed to different jobs. So we've got washing the giraffe's hoof. We've got a little pack leader, a florist, a model / photographer, depending on who you're looking at. We've got hairdressers, a dumpling stand worker, a star catcher, that's such a cute page, a baker, sailor, that was beautiful. Imagine that would look great with watercolour. A pianist, a doctor or a nurse. Oh, look how sad that mole is. Barista, dressmaker, gorgeous. A little like magic shop owner, that one's really fun. Toy maker, painter. And then this last section It's something to do with like well-being and or relaxation, all themed different relaxing, mindful things. But, bathing in her tub, what looks to be underwater, listening to some music, making a nice breakfast, having a little snack in the treehouse. They're just so cute, aren't they? All of these pages, so cute. Cannot wait to colour my first page in it and see how it goes. Wow, that would use a lot of your green pencils, this page. But there we go. That is the Desert Fox Mysterious Journey colouring book by Tsugumi. Can't wait to see what other books they might come out with. Because when was this published? Was it last year? Or the year before? 2024. So maybe something for next year. Next, I have I struggled to translate this book, but I translated it to the Sesame Atellier colouring book by Lee Haiji. That may be wrong, but it was tricky to translate this. But there's a bit of story going on through this. There's a lot of text, but it kind of goes through this art museum. And I just think it has the most adorable little pages to colour here. It's divided into different chapters. Love this one on the chairlift. But I think these little characters are so cute. And I have started colouring a page in here. It has been a whip for a few months now. These are all themed to different famous paintings. It's towards the back of the book though, the whip I have. I think towards the end of the year I'm going to do a video on all my untouched books and all the whips I have, and then make a plan to try and work on some of them throughout 2025. Look at that waffle shop, so cute. Yeah, I kind of bought this a little bit blind because I couldn't find any flip-throughs for this online. But I really liked the preview images and just thought, why not? Added it to my Aladdin order. Here is the page, and I'm using this colour palette. And I really enjoyed colouring this wood. It was very relaxing one evening. I just decided to do it. But I've got these colours for the books on the bookshelf, and it shouldn't take too much longer. Just haven't quite got round to it. But I really like this girl that is in this book. I think she's really cute. I'll have to note down what colours I use on the library art bookstore page. Look at that dog. Yeah, I'd love to go through and translate all these bits of text because I'm sure it tells you a story, but it's a lot to go through and translate. But yeah, some really cute illustrations in here. And lots of colouring time in that book. So that is the Sesame Atellier colouring book by Lee Haiji. Okay, and the final book I have to show you is Colouring Book for a Bright Day Together by Stella Park. And I featured this on my channel a lot recently, I feel like. I've flipped through it a lot, but it is such a cute book. It's got all these different characters at the start here. And it's separated into the 4 seasons. So the first section is spring, and we have these coloured images here, the line work on the right for you to colour in. And I just think they're so cute, and I've been really enjoying colouring these. I find it quite relaxing, and it's a fun challenge to try and replicate these colours because there's some different, more unique colours. I have started this page. I've got the colours I've used written down here, but I'm not too worried about that because I am just trying to replicate. But it's turning out really cute. I loved colouring these tiles, that was a lot of fun. I do have a couple of pages coloured in here, which is why I saved this one for the end. Finish on one I've actually done some pages in. I've done this one of them with the raincoats and umbrella. I think it's super cute. I use polychromos for this. I just feel like they give a really nice sort of muted effect that the coloured illustration has. We're moving into summer now. Look at that cute dog. And I like how we've got a variety of smaller images and larger scenes. Don't know why they haven't written out the full title here. Maybe it's so you can give it your own name. I'm not sure. But trying to replicate that will be a challenge. Love this one of the fruit market. This one is kind of almost all done for you. It's like faded blue and brown for the sand, green for the... You just kind of go over it with a pencil with a bit harder pressure. And then it's not much left to do. So that would be a quick one to colour. Look at that cute one with the sandcastle. And then we move into the autumn section. I always love doing colouring shelves and things on shelves. I think it's just fun. There's the cover image there. I coloured this page recently. Again, I used polychromos for all of this. And I changed the colour of this very slightly just to brighten it up a little bit, and really happy with the final result of this page. And I am looking forward to colouring some in the winter section, which we have here now. Maybe this one with the market. Some really, really cute Christmas pages in here. Christmas jumpers. I need something a little simpler. Christmas tree. Oh, here's Lexi. Hello. Hi. We're almost finished here. And then at the back they have some mini posters, which I don't know if I could cut out and pop up. Yeah. Just intruding at the end there. But they are super cute. And there we have it, Lexi. Okay. That is all of the Japanese and Korean books in my colouring collection. If you're wondering where's Eerie and where are the Wild Mouse Yururi books, I have already done them in separate collections. So I have one for the all of my Eerie books and one for all of the Tokimeku series, which are those long rectangular books, Japanese ones. I have separate videos for them that I will link in the description. But these are all the other Japanese and Korean books I have. I think you can agree that they produce some beautiful quality books. Let me know in the comments below, do you have any of these? Do you want any of these? They are amazing, but harder to get hold of than, say, an English printed book. But there we have it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.